Okay, so anyway, like, so basically, I just want to focus on this sketch where I'm blindfolded. So this is beginning part, and there's blood coming out of my like the blindfold and things like that. And as for the body, because I'm still building my muscle, maybe could felt like I could tone my muscle a little bit more and things like that. So that's why I haven't sketched the body yet, because that first sketch, that my muscle haven't toned like that yet. So that's why I felt that was an incorrect sketch, and things like that. So I haven't sketched the body for this yet. So it's like, anyway, so basically just wanted to ease the pain and anger in me, to calm myself down enough so that I could continue on with the drawing and things like that. And because I felt that, sort of like in a way that I don't know, it's just, it's just gonna move on. It's like, felt like, kind of like in a way, if people, I don't know, like right now I'm vibing the argument is, if people want to give me some support, then people will give me the support. I don't need to go so far, it's like, that's the arguments I'm fighting right now. That's why it's like, I just want to move on, it's like, okay, so I'm just gonna move on. Like, I'm not, I'm just gonna stop with that argument for now, like, I'm just gonna, just not gonna go with that argument for now. I'm just gonna move on with what I'm gonna say in this fourth update. Alright, so anyway, alright, so pretty much in Paradox Incognito, in Bastard Retribution, Paradox Incognito, I don't know, like, basically I kind of use a, I use, I kind of use this picture from 21 Down, which is, you can see like the creator, their names up here, like Pomi, Ot, Gray, and Zaz. So their names up here, and so they created, there's a comic 21 Down, and it's number 4. So basically, kind of like, kind of cut out this picture on over here. See, having like this woman die and who die under her bed, and on the wall say, "I want to be judged." So kind of just cut out this image and make into like make into it's like this, kind of like in a way like a graphic image. So and on the bottom you could say, like, you could read like, "Ning Lam, your wife is tortured to death. She will continue burning in hell forever unless you redeem her. Her death is a very critical and heinous death because you are a very messed up person who got set up, also a worthless person who doesn't deserve to live. So you don't feel anything anymore. That is why people have to torture your wife to death to make you feel something." Bastard make an argument against Ning Hong Lam. So kind of like, I basically used that comic book, like part of it, and from here, like you see, like just cut out this part and make into like one of the pages in Paradox Incognito Bastard Retribution. Like I'm saying, from what I read so far in the magazine, like copyright section, I should have write a written letter to one of the creators for permissions to do that. According to those copyright in those magazines, I should have took that step. But like I'm saying, I just, in this kind of like my situation, I just don't know how to do that. That's why. So I just want to point that out. I don't know if the creators would have that considerations of me using their graphic, like their art, like in one of the pages in my book. So kind of like in a way, I don't know what will happen, like would they going to have a lawsuit against me or things like that. I don't know, like, so that's why I just want to point that out. And because in the magazine at the copyright section, I read that to use some of the material from an artist, you have to first send written letter to that artist, asking for permissions to do that. So I don't know, because in my situation I don't know how to reach the artist and things like that. And so I felt, I don't know if those artists would have that consideration of my situation and things like that, and kind of like not sue me or not have a lawsuit against me and things like that. or like, I don't know if maybe if those artists like Pommy, Otis, Gray, and Zaz, when they see this video, maybe this video counts as like a written letter asking permissions to use their art, you know, like this part of it in my book, you know, Bastard Retribution, Paradox Incognito. Would they see this video as that written letter for permissions to use their art, you know? So kind of like in a way, when they seen it like me right now in this video, would they, you know, see it as that letter written to them and things like that? Okay, anyway, it's just I have starting on. Okay, there's like a flashing that it's almost run out of battery, so I have to. So I'm gonna pause the video and plug in the AC, and then I'm gonna continue where I left off. So I'm gonna end this video in 3, 2, 1.